Hi everyone, it's Scott from Canadian Real Estate Network for investors by investors. Today I'll be going over the three biggest mistakes that investors make when they start their portfolio. So the very first one here is running the numbers. So honestly, we find that most clients and investors only run the basic numbers when they analyze a property. So the basic numbers would include the mortgage payment and the property tax, right? And then they input the rent and they see if it cash flows, and then they determine if they want to purchase the property. But that's not the right way. You should include everything. So that's the mortgage, the property tax, insurance, vacancy rate of 5%, property maintenance fees and repairs. So for property management, repairs, and insurance, we factor in 50% of the rent. So actually in total, we factor 20% for random expenses, and then we subtract your mortgage and your property taxes. And if there's money left over, then that's your positive cash flow. So we know that our calculation is tough, but we actually have excellent cash flowing properties following this method and using these numbers, and it really works. As a tip too, we've included the cash flow calculator in our Investor Success Toolbox Kit. If you haven't downloaded that, I'll put the link up so you can. Number two is not hiring the right team. So I know we've spoken about this many times actually, and we can't stress it enough. You must ensure you're working with someone who's an investor or who specializes in working with investors, because they know exactly what you should be looking for and can give you guidance and suggestions. And as a true story, there's a local realtor to me, and he shows investors properties in bad locations because in his mind, he thinks that they want to buy the cheapest home and have the smallest mortgage. He's not a landlord or an investor himself, and the out-of-towners are left with properties that are in terrible condition with low rents and high vacancies. And I've seen them as past customers, and you just hear the complaints and the issues. And so that is not what investors want, but that's what this realtor thinks. So he's setting all of his clients up for failure because he is not an investor. He doesn't get it. So I know I made the example above about the realtor, but this goes for every member of your team. It doesn't matter if they're a contractor or a lawyer. If they're an investor, they will help you out and they will guide you. Mistake number three is location. So bad locations may be cheap, but they will offer low rents and high vacancies. Also, if you need to sell and it's in a bad location, you're going to see it's on the market for a long time. You may not get a bidding war. You may not get the price that you're asking. But on the flip side, we also don't suggest buying in the best locations of town either, because you're going to pay a premium on the price of that property. So we recommend buying in up and coming parts of town, especially near where maybe there's going to be a new transit or a new train coming now or in the near future. So by doing this, you're going to ride the wave of appreciation in the area, plus the demand is going to be there, especially because new things will be built around that transit location. So you'll be able to charge excellent rents, and your vacancy will be low, as everyone's going to want to live in that area because it's going to be very convenient. Also, be sure that the actual town you're looking to invest in has a low unemployment rate and a strong population growth. So these can be found on places such as CMHC, or even the city's actual website will list these stats and information about the city. So as a sort of an update, the digital magazine, the next edition is the December 15th date. So it's a free investors magazine. We want to educate and help you guys all for free. We don't want you to pay. We want to be Canada's largest real estate investing network and still be free. If you have any friends or family or know anyone who wants a copy, just have them sign up. It says here for the success kit, but we even have a subscription link too. So we'll put that in the notes here so you can see that. But yeah, that's all they need to do is just sign up with their name and email, and they'll get the free magazine emailed to them. And then we're asking you guys, is there any content that you want discussed or went over? Any questions that you may have? Any tips? What works for you? What doesn't work for you? What you need help with? That type of thing. We want to help you. So just let us know, and we'll help address any of your questions. And lastly, we have opened up the application process for the real estate professionals. that are looking to join our network and our directory and have the ability to advertise in the magazine, and will publish their content to social media and things like that. We held it tightly knit for the network we had already established. But now that that's all sort of done, we're now looking for outsiders. So if you know any real estate professionals that work with investors, we'll put the link up, but you can share that with them. They can check it out and see if it's something they want to be a part of. But again, thanks again for everybody's time. I hope everybody had a great weekend, and we'll talk soon.